Today at 6 a.m. we're about to head to Simon swim practice, and then we're going to bring my bike and everything, so I'm going to just go straight from there to a fun little group ride that Full Cycle's doing. Should be a good time. I think we're going to hit up some gravel. Pretty excited. Alright, first breakfast. Okay, before we head to swim practice, I kind of wanted to show you guys, so 6 a.m. swim practice, I don't generally like to eat a ton, so normally what I'll have is a slice of pie. This time it's apple pie, which is not my favorite. Strawberry's currently kind of my favorite. And then Earl Grey tea, because it takes less time to make than an actual coffee. So this is just kind of like the simple breakfast I'll eat before swim. Alright, we're at the gym now. It was phenomenal driving. The sunset it's kind of dull now, but it was pretty awesome driving in to town. Right now I'm feeling really good. I'm excited. I always kind of like, Saturday mornings are always kind of like the hard swim session of the whole week. So I always kind of like progress a little bit on my Friday swim just to make sure I can really hammer it here. So I'm getting pretty excited because I genuinely enjoy the swim practice. Alright, let's do it. Swim practice, done. Awesome. 4,800. Led the whole time. Felt great. Came back here because I forgot my backpack full of my cycling stuff. I'm going to go change, get the bike, head over to Full Cycle. Okay, so we just hit 40 miles on the group ride. We're kind of the group I'm with let's say we got a little excited, split from the main body of the group, and then we got totally lost. We're currently on County Road 9, I think, which is middle of nowhere. Basically smack between Loveland and some other town, I don't know. But we're just gonna ride our bikes towards Boulder until we figure out where we are. And yeah, just cracking along. Doing a little gravel right now. Probably not the best time to be filming, but enjoying it. I just got dropped by everyone from filming, so now I need to put in a huge effort to get back on. Ride. That was so much fun. Probably one of the top group rides I've been on. And it was the ride started as kind of a shit show and just ended up being awesome. Whew. So we started from Full Cycle, which is a bike shop here in Boulder. And we kind of just, it was a lot of us. So there was probably 60 people that showed up, and I'm guessing that they probably were expecting a lot less people, which is, normal. It's the winter. How many people want to go for a ride? But today happened to be really, really nice. Probably the nicest days we've had in a long time. So, some people showed up, and when, a group like this, it's just for fun. Everyone's out there to enjoy, but you're going to get a lot of different speed levels, especially with it being Boulder. And, so you'll have guys, pros show up. And that's the risk is, cycling pros are very, very confident. So when they show up to rides like this, there was 2 girls that showed up. One of them was actually a World Tour rider, and the other was a domestic pro. And they're supposed to be leading the groups, and they ended up crashing into each other. And that was just kind of the start of it was just kind of this chaos going through Boulder that just kind of led to a little bit of sketchiness in the group. Everyone was a little bit nervous, watching 2 pro women literally just crash into each other for the dumbest thing ever. I think one thought they were going straight, the other one thought they were going right, so they were just kind of collided. And the World Tour girl fell and actually broke her bike. The frame literally cracked, which is just awful. quick break from storytelling about how the ride went to order some Starbucks. Hi.
We'll be right with you. Sorry about that. Way. What can I get started for you?
Do you guys have any smoothies?
No, unfortunately, we don't have smoothies anymore.
Okay. Can I have a large peppermint mocha frappuccino then?
Okay. What else?
And can I have the chicken sausage bacon biscuit? Please?
Yeah, so the chicken sausage bacon biscuit.
Mm-hmm. And that's it.
What else?
Actually, can I have a large water with no ice?
Yeah, definitely. Cool. Number 1161 today.
Awesome. Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, so with the ride, after those two girls crashed, the pro girl broke her frame, and then we were just, the whole group was just kind of riding really sketchy with a lot of like the weaker cyclists going to the front of the group, so the group was just kind of like riding, you know, one, it was kind of yo-yoing, which is really, if you're at the back of the group, is super sketchy. So then what ended up happening is that towards the end, a friend of mine, Ryan, was like, oh Chris, let's go take a pull to kind of even things out. So him and I went to the front, and we didn't take a crazy pull. We probably did 400 watts for 5 minutes. And what happened is that then natural selection basically happened, and the weaker riders all fell off. The stronger riders that didn't want to actually ride hard fell off at, you know, a later point, and then we were kind of left with like this natural selected group of 12, maybe 15 of us, and it was an awesome group. So then we just went on, and we ended up not actually having any of the ride leaders in our group, which kind of was awkward because no one else really knew the route. So we ended up, you know, just kind of riding. We probably did an extra 5 miles because we went too far on one section. But it was an awesome group, and there was one girl who was fairly new to road cycling in our group. And what was awesome is, you know, kind of towards the end, you know, she started to bonk, but probably at some point every person in the group, you know, would see her kind of falling off a wheel, would kind of ride up, put their hand on her back, and kind of bring her back up to the group. And it was just awesome to see that dynamic of everyone kind of helping each other and, you know, just being there for each other. Because you don't always see that in group rides. You know, sometimes you'll go for a group ride and everyone just is yelling at each other from the gun, and no one really wants to be there. But this was just a fun ride. Just an awesome time overall. Alright, so it is 4:45 and we're heading to dinner right now because Brittany and I have the eating schedule of 80-year-olds. Where are we going?
The sushi place?
We're going to a place we call the sushi place because we don't take the time to read the name on the menu.
No, it's like hard to say.
You're about to be hard to say. Yeah. Alright, well, we'll let you know when we get there how it is. Oh. Alright, we just got home from dinner. Yeah, so that's a wrap up for the day. Pretty fun day, pretty relaxed. I'm really just so happy with how that group ride went. And yeah, dinner was fun. Had a good time with ourselves. So I kind of want to just kind of put it out there for people that watch the video all the way. You know, this is a fairly new process for me, and I really would value some input. So if you guys just have any like advice or anything you want me to change or do differently, you know, if you could comment it below, it'd be really helpful for me just to kind of hear some input from people that watch these videos on just what I can do to make it better. I got, you know, some really good advice from Lauren Goss about making the length a little bit better. So it's just, yeah, it's just a learning process. And I really would value some input from you guys. Yeah, alright, well, I'll see you in the next one.